Hey everyone! So today I'm doing my BookTubeAthon Wrap Up video. I didn't end up making update videos every day because I ended up going out of town last week for like 4 days and I just had a lot going on the other days and I just didn't have the ability to make the videos. But I did read 7 books and yeah, that's cool. So I want to share the books that I did read with you because they're nothing like my TBR. The only book that I actually read from my TBR was my least favorite book that I read during the week, and that was The Boy in the Straight Pajamas by John Bone. I like the movie a lot better. The book was kind of boring and just not interesting, and I didn't like it. I didn't like Bruno's narration of it. I just didn't like it. I gave this like 2.5 stars, I think. It was an easy read, so I'm not that mad about reading it. So after that, I started The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. But I got like 60 or so pages in and I just hated it. Like, I had no interest in reading it. I didn't find it appealing to me at all. So I gave it away and I changed up the challenge thing. Alright, I didn't change up the challenge, I changed up my pick for the challenge. And so I ended up reading The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This has pictures in it. And I loved this book. I'm so glad I read it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The beginning was a little slow, but it kept me interested. And by the end, I loved it. I thought it was brilliant, just the way everything was done. I would have never guessed that the story would have ended up how it did. And I just loved it. I was so intrigued by it. And I really like Neil Gaiman's writing. This is the 3rd Neil Gaiman book I've read, and his writing just does something to you. It's so good. I only completed one more challenge, but I did read a series start to finish, and for that series I chose the Percy Jackson series. I'm so glad I decided to pick these up because I loved them. I was not expecting it at all. These books blew me away. They're so funny and just, I love Percy so much, and I literally would read them so fast. Like, I stayed up reading the 2nd and 3rd books all night. Like, I literally read them. I stayed up till 5:30 in the morning reading them. So I read The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. I gave the first 4 out of 5 stars and this one 5 out of 5 stars. I decided to rate this 5 out of 5 because I honestly loved this series so much. Like the characters, all of them, there were some of the twists were pretty obvious, and like, because you have to understand, like, it is a middle grade, but it was such a well done middle grade. Like, I was not expecting to like this. I ended up picking these all up at a used bookstore. That's why this one's kind of gross, but I picked them up for like $3 each, and I just flew through them. And so I'm gonna like order them, I guess. So my least favorite was The Titan's Curse, and then it gets hard because I really like the rest of them. For certain reasons, The Lightning Thief is my favorite. I'm gonna have to put that next, even though I really do love it. So after that, I'm gonna have to go The Last Olympian. Even though the fight scenes in this were so good and I loved how it ended, I just had a few problems with it. And then I'm gonna go Sea of Monsters and The Battle of the Labyrinth. But honestly, they were all amazing. But I can tell you The Titan's Curse was my least favorite. It's like 11:30 right now, and I finished The Last Olympian like around 6 or something, and I did start The Lost Hero. I'm about 173 pages into this, and I'm loving it. Started The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, but I couldn't do it because like Percy just kept like dinging me in my head. I was like, where's Percy? So I had to start this. Oops. That brings my page total to, I need to calculate that, 2,402 pages, and I think I did a really good job, even though I completely strayed from my TBR and didn't even complete all the books on my TBR. I'm really glad I read the books I did, and I wouldn't have read that many books if it wasn't for the BookTubeAthon. So I'm really glad this happened. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time I see you.